Hi there. Welcome to this week's Aha Moment. I'm Dr. Tonya Harris Cornelius, and today I'm going to be sharing with you on the topic of goals. It's hard to believe, but July 2nd marked the halfway point in 2020. Yes, half the year is over, and what a year it has been. I don't know what to call it. Remarkable year, incredible year. It's certainly a year that we could have never imagined. But it's also the perfect time for us to review our goals. In fact, studies show that reviewing your goals often and understanding where you are in those goals and celebrating small wins are the very actions to take to help you achieve your goals in the long term. So that's what we're going to focus on today. How do you achieve your goals in the long term, despite all of the swirl that's going on around us? So I have actions that I want you to take. They're actually a series of actions. The first has to do with taking inventory of your goals. Like me, you probably had 3 to 5 goals, let's say. I'd love for you to pull those out and look at them and look at those goals and see which ones still hold meaning for you, as well as the ones that you say, these no longer really matter right now, or at least not now. And then keep only the ones that really do matter at this time. It's perfectly fine. Feel at peace with letting go of goals that no longer serve you at this time. Because you have energy and you want to put your energy toward the things that really matter right now. So pull your goals out, review them, keep only the ones that really still matter. Once you have those out, I'd love for you then to take stock of where you are with those. If you're on track with those goals, that's awesome. You might even think about, well, what were you able to do to stay on track with those goals in spite of everything else that's going around? Those might be really helpful tips and techniques to use on goals that maybe you feel like you're not on track with. So let's look at goals that might not be on track. You might not have a string of successes under your belt yet with those goals. Maybe those goals are off track. It's just as important to understand why a goal is off track as to also then celebrate the ones where you have seen progress. The ones that are off track, identifying what has led to that. Certainly it's understandable that, things that have gone on beyond your control might have influenced that. But think about the things that are in your control and what you can do about it. Perhaps you need more assistance. Maybe you need an accountability partner or a coach to help you to get back on track. Maybe it's just a matter of sitting down and doing more research, reading about it, or depending on what your goal is, there could be a number of things that have led to why you're off track. But the thing is, don't get discouraged. Keep focused, believe in those goals. If they are important to you, believe in those goals, and more importantly, believe in yourself. Now let's talk a little bit about motivation, because sometimes we're saying, once I get motivated, if I just had the motivation, then I could, move along, then I could get on track with my goals. Well, I read a book by Jeff Hayden, probably a year or two ago now, called The Motivation Myth. And in it, Jeff Hayden says it's the other way around. It's when you start to take action and move in the direction of your goals and get some small wins under your belt. That's when your confidence, that's when your motivation comes. It's not that, hey, once I get motivated, then I will move. So whatever you can do, your self-will, your self-discipline, just start moving in action toward your goal. And then the wins and the successes and the motivation and confidence will follow. So that's the first series of actions. Basically reviewing your goals, keeping the ones that still matter, removing the ones that don't, taking stock of where you are, and creating a plan to get moving on the ones that perhaps you're not on track with. So that is series of actions number 1. Series of actions number 2. Here's what I'd like you to do. Again, taking the goals that you say are still important for you to reach in 2020, you still desire those goals, put them at the top of a piece of paper or on your computer, list them at the very top. Then draw a line down the middle, and on one side, let's say on the left-hand side, you write, what do I have to gain? And then on the right-hand side, what do I have to lose? Right. So on the left-hand side, you're going to list as many things as you can think of what achieving those goals gives you. So what do they give you? What do you have to gain? You may say, depending on what your goal is, I will gain more confidence in my abilities. Maybe you're working on something at work and you have a goal around it, and by accomplishing the goal, you will actually gain more confidence in that area. Could be confidence in anything. Does not have to be work related at all. You might have improved health if you have a health goal, and that means a lot to you. It might be financial independence. Maybe you're working on saving more and being more independent with your finances. Whatever the gains are, write them to the left side of your paper. Now, don't forget about how achieving those goals will make you feel. So, will you feel at peace? Will you feel joyful? Will you feel confident, as I said? Will you feel like you have more meaning in your life and purpose? Will you feel, like you are valued in society because you're contributing in some way to a need in the society? Whatever that is, just think about how you will feel, what impact you will make in your life and perhaps in the lives of others. All of that goes to the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, think about what you stand to lose if you do not accomplish your goals. It could be the very converse of what you put in the left-hand side. So, I will have poor health, or I will not feel confident in my job, or I will lose a sense of meaning, and that matters to me, or bad relationships. I need to really work on that, and my relationship that matters to me may fall apart. Whatever you stand to lose by not achieving your goal, write those to the right. Now, so you have your goals at the top, you have what do you stand to gain and what do you stand to lose. I'd love for you to review that and then decide upon yourself which motivates you most. Is it, hey, I have a vision for my life and that vision is beautiful if I can get there, so that the things on the left-hand side, what do you stand to gain, actually give you really positive energy to move toward your goal. If you are motivated by the things that you are running away from, like, no, I don't want that in my life. I don't want poor health. I don't want bad relationships. That might motivate you. Hey, it might be both of them motivate you, but one usually motivates you more. Yes, that's my dog Marley in the back. Marley, say hi, Marley. So I want you to look at that list and see what really motivates you. Will it be the gains on the left or the losses on the right? You decide. This week's aha moment is all about you taking stock of your goals and recommitting to them for the second half of 2020. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dr. Tonya Harris Cornelius, and I'll be back next week with another aha moment.